Where's the damn button on this thing? Smartphones are too fancy for me. Sorry, listener. I'm just an old soul, annoyed at the loss of his trusty tape recorder. Thought we'd weather this career together, but obviously, there's nothing in his life you can trust. The criminals and their crimes stain the souls of his city, turning them as black and marred as the tarmac roads, leading them like a concrete maze to its wheezing heart. Too many crimes to list, despite how I try. Here's a story. An old case I remember, a complete waste of time. Was called out for a missing persons report by a mother, looking for a daughter, about 20 or so. 2990 Wanderlust Avenue, a rich area of town, clean cut and gentrified. A tame section cut out of the wildlands of the city. I approached the young woman's apartment door and twisted the spare key in the lock, which her mother had given me before stepping into the unknown. Her apartment appeared to have been hit by an earthquake and hurricane, one after the other. Clothes strewed all over the place. I thought a struggle had definitely taken place here, and with a sink brimming with dirty kitchenware, it was obvious she'd been gone a while. I had looked up her social accounts beforehand. A confusing world to me, this online social malarkey. Having to go on her Facebook, Twitter, and scrolling through the nothing posts, seeing those wannabe food critics and so-called photographers. She was constantly out buying new clothes, bags, and whatever else was on sale. Seemed to me like she had somewhat of a problem. Usual spoiled princess spending more than what she earned. From my trained eye, a possible build-up of debt, and with her going missing, she probably owed it to the wrong kind of people. I was there looking over the scene, taking in what I can. Anything that could help give me a clue as to where to go next. Then it happened. Front door's handle sharply turned, and guess who walks in? The missing princess herself. I was confused to see her walk in, her more scared to see an old man going through her home. I've barely opened my mouth to explain myself, and she's got a can of pepper spray primed in my face, shouting and asking who I was. Maybe I was wrong to call her a princess. After a long-lasting standoff, I was able to get through to this trigger-happy girl, explain the whole situation, and ask the important question, where had she been? Fucking unbelievable. Her answer, a weekend trip with the girls. Turns out her mother was paranoid and hadn't heard from her daughter in a few days now. Her phone was dead, and she forgot to get back to her. Waste of my time and energy. Made sure I got paid for the effort though. Tough being a detective in this current time.